Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Come on, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Come on, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Come on, welcome in. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Today it is going down. We are going to start on the surface, and you know me, we going to dive a little deeper because we are talking about how not to be foolish in Merida. Don't be foolish in Merida. Right? We're talking about moving smart mentally and physically. Relocation is not only about where you going physically, it's about where you're going mentally because you got to put yourself in that space. I've heard so many of you say, is it weird? Shout out to the couple 31 years old making their move. 31 and 34, and they are making their move. 31. So what's your excuse? The kids got it. What's up? They have grasped the mental move. Everybody's journey is different. However, there is a journey for you. So welcome back today. Don't be foolish in Merida. Mental moves and physical moves, what it looks like and what not to do. Don't be foolish, y'all. And I'm seeing some foolish activity, so y'all know I got to talk about it because this channel is indeed about my experiences here. Yes, it is. It's about my experiences here. It's about my personal growth here, which has been tremendous, including my weight loss, me losing and feeling better so that I can do more things as I get older. So it's also about moving away from the toxicity of the USBS. Indeed it is, and becoming your best version. That's what it's all about. Before we move another further, you know I got to give a shout out to who? To my tried and my true. Woo, woo, woo. All my new people. I see you out there. Y'all got me coming up on 2,100 subscribers. That's 2,100 for the people in the back. Y'all holding me down. So welcome to my new subbies and welcome to my tried and my true. Y'all holding me down all the time. I'm trying to tell you that and some more. So back to foolishness in Merida, and we're gonna get a little deep, but we're gonna start with what it looks like for you. And I also, before we start, I have to give a shout out to my supporters, the people who cash at me and help me get things like a new webcam and a new mic, right? So y'all can hear me nice and crisp. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I got volume buttons. I got a volume button. I do. I don't want to be too loud. All right. So Cash App's giving a shout out to Grace. I appreciate you so much for your donation. Also, Sherilyn, she left me a message. Love you. Don't stop sharing the love. I will not, and I love you back. Marisol, I want to thank you also for the PayPal. And Alicia, I want to thank you for the PayPal. She left a message. Tia Nikki, you are such I can't. Oh, a light. Almost couldn't read my own writing, y'all. You are such a light. Thank you so much. You are welcome. It is indeed my honor to usher in the Underground Railroad 2023 and on. Going forward, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yes, indeedy. Also want to give Cynthia send a shout out for the PayPal. So we will have an intermission during this broadcast, and all of my PayPal information will be up for donations. I can't even express how much I appreciate you all for showing the love, and I feel so supported. And you guys know what I went through with YouTube. So this is more than they could ever give me. So I am forever grateful, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Now, let's get into the business of the business with this September to remember. The first thing when it comes to not being foolish, mentally or physically, on your way to Merida, and when you get here, that patience is thick, y'all. I've talked about it. Come on, somebody in the back. I didn't talk about it. Gretchen, you out there. I didn't talk about it. It is for real. I'm talking about slow molasses in the summertime, wintertime, fall. It's slow. And a lot of people have an issue adapting to it. And I understand. I went through that transition. And it is a bugaboo. You'll be like, oh, I'll be all right. Okay. As I sip my tea, you will be all right, but over a gestation period, over an adaptation or adjustment, adapting an adjustment to your new environment. I've heard some people say that they was in some kind of spiritual attack. That threw me for a loop. That was new. I said, well, I'm not going, I have to validate your feelings. However, I would implore you to explore the fact that you're just in a new place and you are disoriented. Your whole identity is being restructured, is being deconstructed and reconstructed. So I think it's a little deeper than, I don't think it's attack. Attack ain't for your good. See, this is for your good. The healing process is for your good. But as we all know, when there's a wound, there may be some pain. You might need some Neosporin or your grandmama's salve to put on there. Because there is pain in the healing process. However, when it heals and the scabs fall away and the new skin grows, you may whole again, right? And you can show other people when they start picking, because you pick it, people be picking. Don't pick. People picking, you can say, hey, stop that. And allow it to heal. All right? So patience and immediate gratification, baby. Let me tell you something. You ain't going to get it right now. And you know, it's for real in the States. I want my sandwich. I want my sandwich and I want my sandwich now. I don't want my sandwich later. I don't want my sandwich. I'm at the drive-thru. I'm driving through. I'm not pulling over. And we'll get out and come. And y'all seen the crab legs on the last live. If you ain't see the last live, go over to the live tab and check it out. It was good. We went live. I'm going to go live again. I got my audio situation under control where I can get these calls because I want y'all to be able to express yourself and make your phone calls. I want to hear from you. So it's serious when it comes to immediate gratification and patience in the States. So even if you don't engage in that type of behavior, you are affected by it. There is completely no way that you can sit in a bowl of caca and not smell like the caca. You got to get out and you got to rinse off. You got to cleanse. So allow that to happen. Another thing, don't be foolish. Please, y'all, don't be foolish. Being green gold. All right, now we're going to talk about it. Merida is a beautiful, loving, safe, warm, soft place with low tones. People talk with care, and ain't nobody hollering. Right? Unless it's the people delivering something or the waterman. Agua! Moo! That's the ice cream man. Right? So, nobody's doing that. So if you come here, don't think these nice people won't take advantage of an opportunity to come up. You know, this is a bit of, it's exotic in a way if you get out into the different areas of Mexico. However, it's on the planet and it's a universal law no matter where you go. And it's people, and people are the same in most places that you go. Different degrees, right? A whole bunch in the States in a little tiny group, but you can run into somebody from that group. And if you start showing your money and trying to tip too big and showing out, I'm going to tell you two things. Write it down. Number one, you coming with money and flossing with the money. And I'm talking about this because I've had an experience and I talked to a friend of mine about it and told her to be careful. Be careful because it's not your intent. You come in here because you're ready to get into it and buy some things and support people, but it's a difference between just supporting and buying and being flashy. So I'm speaking on the extreme case, okay? People that you may see or engage with, and if the locals see it, they gonna come get it. Come on and pull it out. Sipping the tea. Come on and pull it out. And if you flaunt it, it's an American thing where you can't do that. It's like when the celebrities come on in furs and you trying to pay your rent. It's the same dynamic. So be careful with that, with exposing how much you have, just so that you're not a target, right? And also being mindful of where you are and the fact that these people do not make a lot of money. So it's a level of respect that you must maintain in this new environment. Don't be foolish. Don't be foolish. Next, silence is golden. If you don't know what to say, don't say nothing. Use your ears and your eyes and just watch and listen. I have picked up a lot of Spanish from silence and just listening to conversations, listening to the radio, right? Go online to YouTube to Sonora, Sonora, Sonora Musica, or music. And they have some really good Mexican music on there. It is absolutely out of sight. I went to Servo over at Harbor Mall. Shout out to Carolyn. And we had a good time, and we noticed that the music was wonderful. Wonderful. And you got to be quiet to hear the music. So back to silence is golden. If you don't know what to say, don't say nothing. Don't get yourself in a situation you can't get yourself out of, making up words that you don't know what they mean. Oh, I thought that meant, I learned some. Cortez told me, he said, don't say caliente. And I'm like, well, it is caliente outside. He said, well, down here, caliente mean, a little spicy in the rear. Hot in the ass. So you don't want to say that. And I was like, oh, okay, I won't say that. I'm going to say something else. I'm definitely going to find a word to substitute that. I just say the degree or something, or woof. So silence is golden when you don't know what to say or you don't have anything to say. Take that moment to observe and absorb the new environment. Okay? Another thing, don't be foolish in Merida. Strength through the process is a make it or break it journey. It really is. A lot of people have come here and they ain't been able to handle it, y'all. The pressure came back. They didn't have no patience. They didn't got green gold. They keep talking when they need to be quiet. See how it's all relative? So the strength through the transformation that you're going to experience it, because there's no way to avoid it. It's just different levels, different degrees, and everybody has their own journey. Everybody has their own experience. Some people adapt fairly quickly. They adapt fairly quickly. And some people, it takes a while. I told y'all on the video I got triggered from the kids. So even though I'm healing, I have healed substantially. There are still TW, trigger warnings, that happen that is nothing you can do about it. It's nothing you can do about it. I'm trying to get the glare off my glasses, y'all. Right? So keep that in mind as well. Strength through the process. And come out on the make it side. Don't come out on the break it side. But sometimes you got to get broken, right? To get you, what Ayala made a book, Pieces to Peace. So sometimes you got to shatter and come back together, right? And we all are the wounded warrior. We've all been through things that we survived, and we can help other people. And going on forward with life. For the living, life is for the living. The next thing, don't be foolish, surrender and acceptance. And this is to people, places, and things, right? You want to allow yourself to surrender to peace. See, y'all been used to a lot of havoc. It's a lot going on in the States all over. I keep up. I'm telling y'all, I be on social media. I look at some of this stuff and I just feel for y'all. Tears. Y'all know I'm a crybaby. Tears come from my eyes when I see, particularly with women go through, because I am a woman, and what men are doing to women and what we're doing to each other as a society, from the top, from the rooter to the tutor, from the core to the shallow waters. And these are the many reasons that I left. Y'all know my story. And a lot of people don't survive from homelessness. I'll not only survive from homelessness, I survived long enough to tell my story and move and change my whole entire life in a different country, y'all. I did it, and you can do it too, right? So surrender to that which motivates you to move forward. Move beyond the fear. Take the course. Cut the cord. I got a whole module on fear and an exercise to get you through that. And thank you. So many of you all have been purchasing the course with the discounted consultation. And I appreciate you. So the acceptance and the surrender of people. I don't know the language, but I'm learning. That's what we're speaking life into ourselves. I don't know where I am, but I'm learning where I am. Oh, it's overwhelming, but I'm getting better every day. I'm seeing clearer every day, right? Another thing, don't be foolish. Weigh your livable options. Be real with yourself. Can I do it? Or when can I do it? Think about it, because a lot of y'all, I'm telling you, these 30-year-olds, are they serious about it? They are the youngest consultation I've had since I've been giving y'all the goodies. I'm telling you, they are focused and they are on it, and they got kids and they don't care about what society say or their family say. They are motivated with intent and they on their way. What's your excuse? Weighing livable options. We talked about that. She said to me, Miss T and Nikki. And I said, huh? What can I do for you? She said, I don't think that we should rent a house. And I said, no. She said, because I thought about it. And it would be like 4 times the rent. We talked about this on previous videos. Go back and check them out. The rent is 4 times. You got to give them deposits. You're not a resident. They don't know you. However, you can live out one of the deposits. You can come in agreement with your landlord. So she said, I think it would be better to do Airbnb. And that way I don't have to make all those deposits. And I can stay, or I can go to another place, or I can leave, or I can ask them if they want to rent it to me monthly. She 34, I think it is. She's doing the work. Her husband came on. He talked to me. He said, Miss T, Nikki, I'm doing the work. 31. He's doing the work with your excuse. Don't be foolish in Merida. Damn it. You feel me? That's why I get mad at y'all, holler at y'all sometimes. Because the work is there. It's free. I had a lady say, why you charge for consultations? Well, I'm doing a lot of free things. If you research enough, you may not even need it. But if you want to talk to the experts, you got to call me up. And you got to pay for my time because they pay you for yours. Right? Right. So, and it's easy, breezy, affordable. Come on now. Let's support one another. However, you can research and find out a lot of answers. I've had consultations with some of y'all. You send me a list of stuff you want to talk about, then send me an updated list and said, I've already found an answer to this. Now I can get to some other things that I want to discuss. Because it moves the smaller things to the side where you can already, what's the temperature like, when is it usually the coolest, that you could Google, and we can get into your personalized, customized journey. The things that you're going through. I'm bringing my mother, I'm bringing my kids, I'm bringing myself, right? All right. So the next thing is adapting and adjusting. Adapting and adjusting, which goes hand in hand with patience and immediate gratification or lack thereof. Surrender and acceptance, and adapting and adjusting. So once you go through this process and you've surrendered and accepted where you are and who you are becoming, and you've weighed your livable options and you're like, this is doable. Now you in the house. You done did the mental work. Now you got to adapt to the bugs or the tropical stuff. Yeah, that's a part of it. Y'all been on Brothers and Sisters of Merida where they talk about the scorpion or tarantula. Now, I've been here almost a year and a half. I haven't seen any. Don't want to see any. Not even trying to speak them into existence. However, the geckos are real over here where I live. Indeed, they weren't that bad where I used to reside. But now, over here, and we open and close the door quite a bit. So it's real. And I used to be scared of them. I got a couple of videos of me calling Cortez and having him come over and help me. Cortez, come over and help me. But now they got to go. They say don't kill him. Nikki, don't kill him. Don't kill him. Well, guess what? They don't pay no rent. They ain't paying no rent, not bringing no groceries in, not nothing, trying to cool off and ain't putting nothing on the light bill. I love them, but they got to go. It's me and them. Everybody in here either work or get some type of supplemental income. And they do get rid of the flies, but I'm not serving up flies for dinner every day. So they got to go. Adapting and adjusting. He said, Niki, the window, I cannot open it without a screen. Yeah, you can, but you're going to invite in all the mosquitoes. See, they coming, and you can't see them. They're invisible. You don't even know you bit till you just scratch your leg, and it's a red mark. And you're like, what is that? They eat up Cortez ankles. They are real keen to ankles. I got another girlfriend. They like ankles. They both Sagittarius. Look, if there's any Sagittarians out there watching, watch your ankles. Don't come here with no anklet on and make it sexy for them. Don't do it. All signs don't do it. Don't come here. And I want to do a video on astrology and Merida and how it would affect earth, water, and fire and air signs. Because I'm real good at astrology. Okay, so adjusting to the temperature. We're adapting to the environment. We're adapting to the tropical nature. Girlfriend said, you know what I got to do to keep the bugs out? I said, get a fumigator, which is an exterminator, same thing. And they'll stay out. However, you might see a couple of dead ones, sweep them up and put them out, or one or two might get in. If it's going to stop you from living here, don't come. Because it's going to happen. It's tropical. Let me tell you something. I said it to somebody and they gave me a great analogy. She said, if I move to Florida, I might see an alligator. I said, the chances of you seeing this great, depending on where you are in Florida, probably anywhere, right? Except inland. Closer you are to the coast, yeah, you could wake up and right, some people that got some in their house. It is the nature of the beast, adapting and adjusting. Don't be foolish and expect this to be America. It's in America, but it's not of America. It is a country unto itself, peoples. It is peoples and peepettes. So we talked about adapting. So we talked about patience and immediate gratification and how it ain't gonna happen, and you have to use that patience and let go. Being gringoed and exploiting yourself and having respect for people here and not exploiting yourself. Silence is golden, knowing when to interject, when to step back, and using your senses to pick up on clues and language and information. Strength through the process. It's a make it or break it thing, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, some people can't make it through that thing, but you can make it through it. Surrender and acceptance. Let go of the old life in order to receive the new life. That's what we're doing. We're letting go of the old life and we're receiving the new life. Yes, right? And surrender is a big word. However, you have the power to do that and the power to accept the changes in places, people, and things. Weighing your livable options. Remember the 30-year-olds. It makes sense. And adapting and adjusting, which is absolutely necessary. If you plan to make this journey, honey, let me tell you something. You're going to have to go through all of these processes, and it takes time. Period. I got people been here 2 weeks and think it's all good. And I laugh to myself and say, it ain't even started yet. You ain't even got to the good part yet. It is an ongoing living process. But within that, there's so much joy, so many wins, so much relief. Financially, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, the healing can commence when you let go, adapt, adjust, surrender, and accept. And I would say that is not only coming to Merida, y'all. I would think that is a life process in whatever you're doing, whatever goals you have. to use some of these avenues of self-development to, make the road a little bit easier. So we are about at the 30-minute mark. I am going to take a break. We're going to take a 2-minute break. All right. These are in my lives. I give people a chance to go to the restroom, get something to drink, grab sandwich or some popcorn, and come on back. And it gives me an opportunity to stretch my legs and make a restroom stop as well. On the screen, there will be donation information. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all always supporting me and taking care of me, and I appreciate you. No amount is too small. I take it all. I done got $2. Thank you. I've got $100. Thank you. Thank you. And everything in between, it does not go wasted. The book club is coming up. It just enables me to do so much more. And it also enables me to build my channel into something greater than what it is. See, I understand, y'all. If I'm gonna say Harriet and Underground Railroad, I got to be committed because I'm on a mission. And I'm on a mission to not only get you to marriage, just get you somewhere. Get you out of the USBS. So when we come back, we are getting ready to dive deeper. Oh, that was just the beginning. You got about another 20 minutes coming. Well, we are going to get into long shadows. Yes, long shadows. Let me see if I can pull it up for you. Long shadows. The black-white gap in multigenerational poverty. Okay? By Scott Winship, Christopher Pulliam, Ariel Geltrude Shiro, Richard V. Reeves, and Santiago D'Ambrosi. So we're going to dig a little deeper into why this transition is difficult, not the leaving, but the becoming part. That's the part when you get here, and I've seen many people leave. They couldn't take the pressure. And how America conditions us not only today, but for many generations. We three generations deep when it comes to poverty. And I talk about these things because it's what affected me when I was homeless, and why I fought so hard for my freedom, and why I am fighting so hard for yours. But it don't mean nothing if you don't fight for yourself. Freedom is a choice. It's a mental. I always say the brain is an equal opportunity investment. What you put in is what you'll get out, right? So be careful what you put in it. All right, let's hit the intermission, y'all, and I'll see you in 2 minutes. We are back, y'all. You know, y'all, I've been having some complications with my mic today. Tonight, I have taken me some time. I needed more than that 2-minute break. Y'all just don't know. I had to take a serious break and see what's going on with this mic, right? So I believe we are all right. I'm glad I was able to pay for some programs that can fix the audio. So I hope that my mic sounds nice. 1, 2, check 1, 2. So before we left, we were talking about the racial divide, the inequity between the gap between the white and black multi-generational poverty level that we're experiencing. And the key word here is generational. You know, it goes back like babies and pacifiers. It's serious. So I was messing around doing a little research, and I came up on the Brookings Institute, which gave this information, and it is free to the public. There is a link to download this PDF to your laptop or to your phone where you can read through it in detail. We will not be doing that this evening. However, we will be touching on a bit of information at the beginning to give you some insight on what the document actually entails. Quite interesting, I may add. So the name of it is Long Shadows. We covered that. And also the authors, the contributors to this information. We're going to go over the executive summary, where it gives us a detailed information about what this PDF actually pertains to and entails. So issues of racial inequality and injustice are center stage in America today, especially the position and treatment of Black Americans. This report presents evidence on long-term differences in opportunity by race. Previous research showed large racial gaps in poverty and mobility across 2 generations. We take a longer view, examining patterns and multi-generational poverty for Black and white Americans across 3 generations. Join on data from a panel study of income dynamics. We find that Black families are over 16 times more likely than white families are to experience 3 generations of poverty, defined at the bottom of the 5th of the income distribution on the document. 3-generation poverty occurs among 1 in 100 whites, but it describes the experience of 1 in 5 Black adults. Black Americans are 41% more likely to be in 3rd generational poverty than whites. Adults are to be poor. The grandparents of Black adults had much lower income than the grandparents of their white counterparts had. This initial inequality has been compounded by lower rates of subsequent Black upward mobility out of poverty and by greater Black downward mobility. These patterns mean that poor Black and white adults have dramatically different family poverty trajectories, and I will add experiences. Half of Blacks in the bottom 5th of the income distribution have parents and grandparents who were also poor, compared to just 8% of poor whites. We show that the longer the time frame, the starker the racial gaps. More than half a century since the civil rights victories of the 1960s, and these racial gaps in poverty and opportunity remain cause for national shame. National shame. Yes, national shame. So go back and read over this whole document. It is approximately 25 pages. if I remember correctly, and it has a breakdown of so much pertinent information. See, the moving thing and the moving abroad thing is bigger than what our lives entail. This is generational poverty, generational inequality, intergenerational downward mobility. So, some might say it's unfortunate, some might say it's planned. However you look at it, it's reality. And not everybody is going to make it. At the end of the day, we know this to be true. However, if you need some reason, some validation as to why they have charts, they have breakdowns of pretty much everything that was in the preface or the introduction, along with the conclusion and further reading, okay, an appendix. So, the information travels so far, so wide, and so deep. And I encourage you to read through some of this documentation. I learned a lot. I'll tell you that, everybody. I learned a lot, and it confirms some of the things. It confirms some of the things that I thought to, felt, saw before, researched before to be true. You see what I'm saying? So this is how we get down to brass tactics. This is what doing the work is all about. So we're healing from DNA and ancestral trauma and pain. And that is why a lot of people cannot get past where they are. Point blank. True story. Because the pain is so deep. And then I look at these 30-year-olds that I told you I had the pleasure of talking with. And they have children, and they are changing generations. They are moving and removing trauma from previous generations and setting their future free. Their children will know languages, would have visited more than just one country, and would have expanded their horizons. So there's a lot of healing to be done. And we are moving forward deeper and deeper into the age of Aquarius, which is riddled with divine feminine energy. It's moving and it's removing. Yes, it is. It is. And you got to get on board, because I don't want you to be foolish in Merida, and I don't want you to be foolish where you are. Straight facts. Also, I want to take a minute to just thank. I got a PayPal that I missed previously that came in a little later. So I want to acknowledge that. And while I'm looking for that, and before we get into the closing announcements, I just want to always encourage you guys to take a moment, go to the Brookings Institute and look up whatever it is that you need to know. The information is there, I'm telling you, and it is a plethora. However, wherever you put the accent, it's in there. You know what I'm saying? And all it takes is a moment of your time away from reality TV or whatever keeps you to research some things and give you some information. Will free you if you apply it. So no matter how much you intake, how much information you look at and you research, you still gotta apply it. You still gotta apply it. So I wanted to give a shout out to Karen, who donated yesterday that I missed. Thank you so much, Karen, for your contribution. I appreciate it. I truly do. So, y'all know I don't like to keep you too long. So let's get into our closing. I just want to thank everybody again for all your support. I want to thank you so much for helping me grow my station. You know, my channel. I'm a year in, and I'm able to get some Tia Niki gear. Think I'm fly. Also want to give a shout out. Saw a young lady out, a couple of people who noticed me and run up and give me love, and I see you out there. I see you coming this way. I see you doing the work that needs to be done, right? And that's what it's all about. The 31-year-old said, I think I'm doing the work. I think I'm doing it, Miss T and Nikki. I said, you are. Every video you look at, you're doing the work, right? So, reminder, Isolation Covenant workshop is coming up on, we're getting it on the 25th. That's on a Monday. I like to do things on Monday evenings. And so the registration for that will be out in the link below, and you can register for the isolation course. It will be on Monday at 5 o'clock my time, I do believe. The information is on the flyer. Try to keep it around the same time. You know what I'm saying? I want you guys to get in the habit of knowing when the workshop will be, so you won't even have to question it. So we got that going on. We bought the book club this Monday. So thank you for everybody who registered for the book club. It means so much to me. I sent the time out in the flyers. The registration is closed right now. I'm not taking any more, but we got a good turnout. We got about 9 to 10 people. We're going to have a good time. The first book that we're reading will be The Alchemist, which is one of my all-time favorites. It's a journey of self-discovery. It's an amazing book. So even if you're not part of the book club and you want a good book to read, take a gander at The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Paulo Coelho. C. Excellent book. So, and we'll be moving forward. And like I mentioned before, it's not just books. We will be doing all types of media and expanding our horizon. And the thing that I like about it is within the stories that we tell, Journey Through Words, T and Nikki Book Club, is that you get to share your own personal experiences and development with a group of like-minded, like-journey people who are definitely reaching to be their best selves. So thank you so much for signing up for the book club. I appreciate you deeply. Also, let's see here. We got the 30% off of the consultations. I don't even have that on now. Okay, I got to add that. You should see it on your screen. Okay, y'all, to take advantage of this discount, head over to tandnikki.com, press book a consult, scroll down to the bottom of the page where you will see the 30% discount. Click book now, and that will take you to the payment page. Make sure you select the $29.99, fill in all your information. You can also add on the CTC, cut the cord course, for $18, or you can just get the consultation. You can also click the toggle and go to courses. Scroll down the page there, which has a lot of information on the course. There's also modules and a breakdown of each module and what it entails. Go on down to the bottom of the page where you'll be able to get it for $38. Click Get Access Now. And it is already done for you. Just scroll down, put in your information. If you want to add the consult and save a penny, you can do that and press order now, or just get the discount on the CTC. You can also shop and get the Etsy discount and spread shop. It's all a one-stop shop, y'all. I got you. 30% off consultations for the month of September. It is a September to remember. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And it's 30% off consultations, 30% off of the Cut the Cord course. And you can bundle and save. Hey, for 25% off and knock off. Get that for $10. Get an add-on for $10, depending on which route you go. So, I got it all for y'all. Whatever you need, I got you covered. We got the book club coming up. We got the isolation workshop coming up. We doing big things, y'all. We really are. And then remember also, next month, for the month of October, we will be doing Canva and video editing, content creation and video editing for your YouTube channel, whether you have a business or you're an entrepreneur, or just learning, just so you'll know how to operate. Also, I have a lot of older clients that want to know how to use some of this phone stuff and how to use Word and all this stuff like that. And I didn't even know it was a need for, but evidently there is. So we will open that up for the future. I think we'll have our hands tied with Canva, and we'll have it definitely tied with editing. Editing is very tedious. I mentioned to you all that I have edited 8 hours one time. It take a long time. So it's all good. And I'm going to stop saying so, because I think that's my word for tonight. I'm tired, y'all. It was about a couple of hours on that 2-minute break where I had to get my audio right. My audio was jacked up at the beginning. I probably came in and out of sound pretty low. So I hope, and I will review this, that everything is checking out. To make a donation, we will not stay here the whole 2 minutes. But just to make a donation, feel free. PayPal, Cash App, or debit and credit through PayPal. I have a donation tab that is, or button right in the description. That'll take you right there. Okay? So you're good to go. I appreciate every penny. Y'all know I do. So your girl is tired. I'm beat. Went out and, I'm going to tell y'all this food here. Don't be foolish and eat everything, because this is different spices and herbs and all kind of stuff. I tell y'all all the time, be careful with what you get, street food or restaurant food, because your body is not used to the way they make these creams, very rich food, comida. Here, muy bien comida, but it can rough your stomach up. So I'm still recovering from the previous episode, which was really bad. I had to miss that Sunday. However, I'm getting better, but I did have a little backtrack because I ate out at the Italian restaurant. So be careful. In my other video, I mentioned what to have, the medicines to have. I don't have it in front of me, but make sure you get, I believe it's Bucospina C, and Tretta, and that will help you clear any bacteria out that you have in your system, digestive system, and the Tretta will also help with going to the bathroom frequently. I'm keeping it real. Y'all know how I do on my channel. It is what it is. Don't be foolish and mad at her. Don't be foolish at all, but don't be foolish and mad at her. So I think we covered everything, lovies. I'm not going to hold you another further. Y'all have hung with a sister tight today. I'm going to go in and look at my notes one more time to make sure I got everything. Thank you again for the donations. I appreciate it. Thank you for your support in growing my channel. I appreciate it. Because I can sit on here all day and talk, but I got to have somebody to talk with. And that's y'all. And I will be doing another live. Don't worry about it. It's coming. So we did the long shadows. Take a gander at that. It's some very important information. Very, very, very important information. Very detailed information on the past. And especially for my young people who are viewing, go back and look and you'll see exactly how we got where we are, whether it be good, bad, or ugly. Okay? And you need to see all sides. So we talked about it. So self-arrestment and development. That's what that is about. The long shadows. We're doing some self-arrestment and development before, during, and when we move to Merida. Don't be foolish. And also when you come here, limit the sharing of your fears and issues with the states. Because see, people have come here and they've done the work to heal. They done it. I've done it. I'm tired, but I got to keep pressing. But people have done the work to heal. So when you come back, it takes them all the way back through all the way back through all of that work, and they have to rework. So don't trauma bond, trauma bathe, get with people who are new here too, and you can have a healing partner and create a vortex of love. So it's important that you take time to heal and always have gratitude. I had somebody come here and they said they was doing bad. And I said, I'm thinking if you're doing bad, it might be some internal work that needs to be done. You feel me what I say? If you got that going on. So I encourage you to heal. And we talked about patience, and we talked about silence, and we talked about strength, and we talked about surrender, and we talked about acceptance, adapting, and adjusting. Don't be foolish. Take your time and heal. Because they cloned Tyrone and Tyresha, and they are everywhere. You feel me what I say? So be careful and protect yourself. Invest in yourself. Take the course while it's on sale. I'm telling you, it'll help you move and remove some patterns and get some new positive reinforcing habits that will help you along your way. Okay? So, that's the last one. With that being said, I will see you Monday night for the people that registered for the book club, Journey Through Words. We will be on Zoom. I will see you there. I hope to go live next Sunday and be able to take phone calls like I did before. And I'm going to rest for the rest of the day. Yes, I am. And I want you to get rest too, because you have a long journey ahead of you. I'm proud of you for being here today. I'm proud of you for doing the work. And I'm proud of you for saying, forget the naysayers and keeping along your journey. Keep going. You can do it. You got this. So, until next time, peace.